Stampers, and welcome to my 8th week of my 12 weeks of Halloween. This is Gigi with Stamp FUNatics, and thanks for joining me today. Today I have this cute little treat that I'm going to show you how to make. Now these bags I actually had left over. They've been discontinued. They're only a 1-inch bag. We do sell the 2-inch bags with Stampin UP, but you could make 2 rows if you wanted, or you could probably find these at your craft store. So I went ahead and I filled all my bags up with my autumn M&Ms that are just like so cool and so colorful. And I wound up just taking some old washi tape that I had too. I had it hanging around, so I just kind of sealed it at the top because these are going to go in a craft fair that I'm doing, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that, you know, they're sealed up really well. Okay, so another thing I'm using is this great ribbon. It's pumpkin pie, and it's the stitched ribbon that comes in our catalog. And I love using it. That's what I did to tie up a bow. I'm also going to use some of our black twine, and again, that's in our annual catalog that you can find. I used our Spooky Designer series paper, and this is the one that has all the hats on it. There have a lot of solid prints, and then there's these. And I've just been, this is what's left of one of my pages, because I've just been cutting these hats out and using them all over the place. And so I've already kind of pre-cut one of the hats that I want to use this time. I'm going to use a different one probably on every one because there's so many choices. And then the 2 stamp sets I'm using is this one called Spooky Cat, and I'm using this Eat at Your Own Risk, and that's the saying that I have there. And then I also used these little, I don't know what you would call them, bottles or whatever, potions. And I colored them in, and the colors that I'm using on my Stampin' Right markers are, I used Real Red, I used Rich Razzleberry, and I used Cucumber Crush to color in some of the liquid in my bottles. The ink I used for the Eat at Your Own Risk is the Pumpkin Pie. And then the outline, now this comes from the Labels to Love, and this is just this plain outline that I decided to stamp in, and I turned it this way. And it coordinates with our punch, the Everyday Label Punch, which is this one. So I didn't have to do any cutting on that. The only thing I cut was my little hat. And I used black Memento ink for the outline of that. So I think I've shown you everything that we need for the project, and let's get started. I'm taking a piece of very vanilla cardstock and my black Memento ink, and I'm just going to ink up that outline stamp real well. And go ahead and put it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Eat at Your Own Risk out of my paper pumpkin pie. I'm going to say paper pumpkin because I just got my paper pumpkin in too. It's a subscription that we use, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a box that comes in the mail straight to you every month, and you just can make cards, you can make projects, it depends. We never know what's coming. It's a surprise in a box, but it has everything you need except for you would just add your ink. Your adhesive, sorry. I'm trying to ink up a pad and talk at the same time. I don't multitask that well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, oh wait a minute, I'm gonna get that ink off of there. I'm using my black Memento ink, and I'm gonna ink up those bottles. Okay, and then that's all the stamping I need to do. Then I'm just going to close these up and color in with my markers. I'm going to color in the Real Red in the middle. And I just did, about half of that, you know, just to show that there was some stuff in those bottles. Halloween, I guess you would think of it as blood. I don't get into the scary Halloween that much, so I'm not calling it that. But anyway, I'm going to take some of the green, and I am using the brush side, and I'm just going to fill up that little bottle too a little bit with another color. And then I like this color for Halloween a lot, and it's the Rich Razzleberry. So again, I'm just going to fill this bottle up a little bit. And that's it. And this is going to be quick and easy to make a tag. Okay, so all I have to do is take my punch, line it up, and when you get it about where you want it, let's see if I'm equal on all sides, pretty much. punch that out. And now the next thing I did was I just took a dimensional, I put it on the back of my little hat. And you know what, I think this time I am going to use my mini dimensionals. So let me get those out because I don't want it to be too big. And these are great. I really like that Stampin' Up's come out with them for those little tiny projects. I don't have to cut everything around the edge, although I do use every inch of my dimensionals up. I don't throw anything away. And I'm just going to put that over to the side. And then I did add one of our black rhinestones onto my hat. So I have another space here, even though it's a different hat, where it would still show. So I'm going to go ahead and put one on there too. It just kind of dresses it up a little bit. All right, then I took my hole punch and I used, let's see, which size? I used my 1/8 inch hole punch, and I'm just going to punch a little hole in this tag. All right, and then that's why I'm using the black twine, because this can go through that hole real easy, and it'll be easy to tie onto my bow. Let me twist that a little bit. Sometimes the twines start to fray after a bit. All right, let's just cut that. And then the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my bags. I'm going to tie around from the back and get my ribbon. Let's see, get my ribbon scissors. And I'm just going to start a bow. And the only part I'm going to do is the knot part at first. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take the black twine and I'm just going to lay that underneath and cover it up in the middle. And then I'm going to tie it on first before I do the bow. So let's get that part done. I'm not going to tie it too tight because I do want it to dangle down a little bit. All right. And then I'm ready to tie my bow over that. So we can kind of slide that around to the back a little bit. And then I'm going to take my ribbon, come around from the back, and tie this closed. All right, and let's just hold that down, bring it down a little bit, make it the right size. I can always snip these little pieces if they're still showing, like that. All right, and then I'm just going to cut my ribbon a little smaller. And I'm done. How easy was that? Okay, so that is, I'm actually going to let the little bit of washi show at the top too. And that's my bow. Let's put that to the back so you can see it. How cute. So that's how easy those are to make tags for your treats. I just wanted to show it. If you need any of the products, you can see it on my blog, all the products that I used. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next coming videos that are coming up. I hope you have a great day. Thanks.